Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's video 7 in the series Study in the USA. Guys, we have done a great job and I've talked about the pre-application phase. I've also made videos about the application phase itself, and I'm happy to announce that we're going to be focusing now on the post-application or post-admission phase. Now, in the pre-application phase, I made videos about what you should know before you begin your application and the documents that you need to have before you begin your application or your study abroad journey, so that things will be a lot easier. Also, the videos I made for the in-application phase were focused on the factors to consider before you choose a university or a school in the US. I also made a video about how to find the right school or how to choose a school in the USA as well, and I made videos about the documents you need for that application to apply to the universities. I also made videos about the things you have to know or the things you have to do before you apply, and once that application, how to fill out your application process, documents, and how to submit that application as well. And I made a video about the things you have to do after you have received your admission offer from a university. So ensure that you watch all of these videos so that you can understand what I'm talking about, because in today's video we're going to be focusing on your F1 visa interview, because at this point you're no longer applying, you're no longer confused. I have taken away the confusion, I have helped you find the right school, and I've also helped you gain admission. So congratulations, you guys deserve an applause. Okay, so now you have an admission and now you want to tackle the next phase of your study abroad journey, which is your visa interview. Guys, this phase is my most my best part or my most favorite part of the whole journey, because the finding a school is easy, finding admission is easy. All those ones, they are like beans. Not like I'm saying they are not, they are, but I mean they are like the tiny bit of the whole thing, because you might do all of this work and then your visa is denied and you're looking at yourself and you're looking at the visa officer like, if I slap you, but please don't go there and slap anybody. Okay, so before we dive right into today's video, where you're going to be learning the documents you need for your visa application process, the different categories of the documents needed for the visa interview, and also the bonus that I'll be sharing at the middle or the end of this video. I just want to let you know who I am. My name is Valeen Oseh and I am a cybersecurity graduate from the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB, where I graduated from in 2020. Yes, the year of coronavirus. That year show me. So in case you don't know anything about my life right now, this is your first video on my channel, please just go to my channel, watch my maybe struggles of being an international student, especially the series of my finding a job in the US. Guys, it's been a long time coming, or even my terrible roommate experience in the US. It's been a long time coming. So that's why I said I advise people to always join my Telegram community or book a one-on-one consultation with me, so that I can share with you those things that happen, how you can adjust to the system. Because trust me, my utmost desire is for you to achieve your study abroad dreams. But once you get here, it's a different thing entirely. It's not like you're in Nigeria. It's totally different. So please join my Study Abroad Genius Masterclass. The link is in my description down below, where I get to teach you about your study abroad journey, and as well as teach you how you can adjust to the educational system or life in the USA as well. So yes, I share my experience here as an international student, and I've been making a series of videos centered on studying in the USA. So if you are interested in this content, please ensure that you continue to watch from the beginning to the end. If you're a new person, you're just seeing me for the first time, please ensure that you hit that subscribe button. Is important to grow my channel and become a part of this family. My returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You already know yourself, you know how we roll. Okay, and I'll be making a big announcement once we hit 1k subscribers, which I know we might even have hit 1k before this video is uploaded. But anyhow, because I'm going to be uploading them like every single day, whatever happens, just know that we're going to treat you well when we hit 1k, and then the next goal will be 10k and 100k. So moving on, and then to the category of people who just watch my videos without subscribing, you are my most special people. Like, this category is so important to me because when I check through my analytics, I see that I have over 4,000 people watching me without subscribing. Guys, what are you doing? Please just hit the subscribe button. Sometimes you can forget, but please, I'm reminding you now, so please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Also join my mailing list. It's right there in the description down below. The mailing list will give you access to my never heard before stories about my journey here in the USA, freebies, resources here and there that do not make it here to YouTube. And please do not forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're having so many things going on there that you're missing out on. So let's move into today's video because I can't wait. I have an interview for 7 p.m. and my guest is waiting for me right now. She already messaged me a few minutes ago, and I'm trying to ensure that I have this video done. So now, what are the categories of documents you need for your visa interview? I have broken these categories down into 7. So we have 7 categories that I broke down. The first category of documents you need are your visa application documents. I made a video about the documents you need for your visa application. So watch that video if you haven't already. The next document you need is your personal identification document. You also need your educational documents. You also need your work related documents. So if you're somebody who's currently working and you are jack buying, you need your work related documents. You also need your standardized tests document. And the 5th document you need is your business related document. Now I'm referring to people who own personal businesses and you want to use that personal business to as part of your responses in your visa interview. Then you need such documentation. The next one, which is the 6th document you need, is your financial document. You already know that this one is very important and key. And the 7th and last document you need are supporting documents. That's any document that is not in the 6 categories that I mentioned but would help you in your visa interview. Those are the documents you need for that category. So now let's talk about the visa application documents. Now, what are the documents you need in this category? You need your printed copy of your visa appointment confirmation letter. So when you applied for your visa, I made a video about how to apply for your US student visa. So watch that video if you haven't already. You will receive a confirmation letter. You need that letter for the visa interview. You also need your DS-160 form. I already talked about this as well in that video. So you need your DS-160 form. You need your service fee. I'll try to put them on the screen so that you can copy them, or I'll also leave a detailed list in the description. So ensure that you check the description so you can have everything. And guys, I'm going to be giving you a bonus in this video. So the bonus will be a template or a checklist for these documents that I have mentioned, and you can also download them. So all you have to do is click the link in the description down below so that you can easily download these documents, or so that you have a checklist for yourself. So everything, you just be checking them and you can organize your documents very well before your interview, so you are you look organized and you look very ready for the day. So you need your visa fee receipt. Remember I said you're going to pay a visa fee of $160, so you need that receipt to show as well. You need your service fee receipt. Remember I said that if you're having struggle with paying your service fee, you can use passmyvisainterview.com services to pay your service fee. So just go to www.passmyvisainterview, go to the shop section, and then click on order the service Pass My Visa, order the service fee payment on the shop section of Pass My Visa Interview. The next thing that you need is a signed copy of your I-20. You need that, and I already mentioned why in that video as well. So those are the documents you need for your visa application category. So for the personal identification documents, you need your valid international passport. Yes, my passport is always handy, so you're such a darling, aren't you? You need your valid passport. And remember I said if you have an old passport, you have a new passport, you need all of them. I also mentioned in my previous videos that I had an old passport before my actual visa interview, and so when I was going, I had an old passport and a new passport. So these were the 2 passports I went with for my interview. Don't say, oh, because it's old, I'm not taking the old one. Please go with the old and the new interview. You don't just want to to leave room for village people to operate. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is a new passport that I just got here in the US. I also made a video about my passport renewal process here in the US. So if you are a current international student and you're looking to renew your passport, watch those videos as well. Even you as a new student, you can watch those videos. You never know, it will be very helpful to you, or you can recommend it to anybody that does need such video. So you also need a passport size photograph. Remember I said the specification is 2x2. You need your birth certificate. They never asked me for my birth certificate, but I also did take it because I did not want to give chances for anything or any stories that touch. You need a driver's license. If you have a driver's license, take it. If you have an international driver's license, also take it. You need your age declaration. Now, there's a difference between the birth certificate and the age declaration. If you don't, for any reason, you lose your birth certificate, you can go get yourself an age declaration. So if you have an age declaration instead of a birth certificate, then you need that as well. The next thing that you need in this category is your resume. So you need a resume for yourself. I don't need to explain what a resume is, but you just need a resume. At this point, you don't necessarily need to have the resume converted to the US format. It can still be in your Nigerian format because that's not their job. You just need to know that you have a resume, and should they ask you for a resume, you just tender that to them. So the next category, which is the third category of documents you need, are your educational documents. So you need, for this category, you need your WAEC results and the evaluation of such results. This is for someone who's an undergraduate. If you're going for your undergraduate program here in the US, you need that. But if you are going for your master's program, well, you don't necessarily need it, but I still took it with me. So you need your offer letter or your admission letter. So the letter that the school sent to you via email stating that, "Hi, Valeen Oseh, you have been admitted to the Cybersecurity Master's Program at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB. You are to resume on August 1st, January 1st, 2019. You need that offer letter with you. You also need your undergraduate transcript. If you're going for your master's program, you need your undergraduate certificate. People will tell you that you need your statement of result, but in my experience, when you go collect your certificate, your original certificate from any Nigerian university, remember when you graduate, they'll give you a statement of result. But when you are going there for your certificate, they will give you your original certificate and take your statement of result. So there's no need telling you to go with your statement of result because you will not have that at all. So go with your mark sheets if applicable. Those are for like the people going for undergraduate program as well. Then if you were given funding or scholarship by the school, please, my brother, my sister, go with your funding or your scholarship letter. Now, if you're somebody going for a research, let's say you're going for a master's and you're taking the thesis option, or you're going for a PhD program and you have publications already in your name, guys, ensure to go with at least one or two of your publication that you can reference during the course of your visa interview. If you're not asked, it doesn't kill you. You've lost nothing. So just go with it to be on the safe side. Then the next thing you have to go with is any email correspondence that you had with the school official or even your course advisor or the international office or professors. Just go with that email correspondence, especially when they ask you questions like, have you spoken, who have you been having communication with in the school? Then you can say, oh, I've been talking to this person and this is the email correspondence between the person and myself. So the next thing that you have to go with in this category are your letters of recommendation. So you need at least 3 letters of recommendation, academic and non-academic. So ensure that you have those letters with you. You also need your statement of purpose in this category as well. So ensure that you go along with them. So now talking about standardized tests, what are the documents you need here? You need your TOEFL scorecard. It is okay that you pass the TOEFL exam and everything. Even when you pass, you can view your scores online. Print it out. Print it out in color. Don't print out anything in black and white. Guys, if you spend so much money to apply to schools, you spend $500K for the pre-application phase. You now spend $510 for your visa application. What is 100 naira to spend on printing documents or anything? So ensure that you print everything that I'm mentioning in a colored format. So you also go with your GRE scorecard, go with your GMAT scorecard, go with your West evaluation report, go with them. If it has not been sent to the school, just have it with you as well. Also go with your SAT scorecard if it is applicable. So those are the things you need for the standardized test category. Now the next category are work-related documents. Now I remember I mentioned that if you are already working and you're going for this interview, then you need an employment letter that you can go along with for the interview. You also need your pay slip, showing at least the last 6 months of your pay slip. Don't just go with 2 months. I just got this new job. If you just got this new job, well, it's different. But if you've been working there, then go with at least 6 months backdated, like 6 months prior to the interview. Then you also need a company sponsorship letter. This one is different from your employment letter. So let's say the company is sponsoring you to the United States of America for your MBA program, and when you're done, you're going back to the country to continue your job. You need that company sponsorship letter stating that in that letter. So the next thing that you need is a letter of recommendation from the company. Let's say the company is not the one sponsoring you, but you've worked with this company and you have a good relationship with the owner of the company or the management of the company, and you want them to also give you a letter of recommendation saying that, oh, I know this person, they've worked with us for so and so, this is their character and everything. You need to come with that letter as well. So the next category of documents you need is your self-owned business or company documents. I received messages from people saying that, oh, I started a business with my friend and I'm going for this interview and I want to reflect this company in my responses. How can I marry all of them together? If you're just going there to talk, that is washing. So you need to ensure that you're going there with your CAC business registration documentation. You're going there with your tax returns. If it's not a baby company, maybe you've had tax and all that, tax documentation, go with it. Then also go with your partner's letter of recommendation. Let's say like this person that reached out to me on Telegram and said, oh, I started this business with my friend. You need to have that partner also, like a partner recommendation letter, just so that they know that you know what you are doing. So ensure that, but if you don't have a partner, then it's not needed. Now, this is the most important document you need to go with you. Everything I'm mentioning is important, but if for any reason you miss out on this documentation that I'm going to be talking about, then you've not even started at all. You need your financial documents. Now, what are the things you need in this category? You need your loan approval letter. So let's say, for instance, you're going to fund your study abroad program using a loan, and you've been given that loan has been approved by whatever organization or bank. You need that letter to show that this is how your education would be funded. So if you're not going to be sponsored by a loan, then you don't need to go with a loan approval letter. Also, you need your sponsor's bank statement. Now, this is very key, and it must be 6 months statement. So let's say your interview is in December. You need to have his bank statement starting from June. His bank statement starting from June or even May, right? Because June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What am I saying? Yes, it has to start from June. Don't include the month when you're going for that interview. Just include 6 months before the month for the actual visa interview. Now, you need an affidavit of support from your sponsor. It's also part of the things you need when you are applying to the school, or after you've applied to the school. They will ask you. If I didn't mention that in the video where I talked about the documents you need, then I'm mentioning this right now. You need an affidavit of support from your sponsor. You also need a financial aid document. So if you're receiving any financial aid from the school or from any other source, you need that document as well. You need your scholarship document. I know I already mentioned that in your educational document category, but this is also something related to finance, so you need to have them right here as well. If you received any grant for any reason, maybe for your flight or for your living expense, for anything whatsoever, for your application, you need that grant documentation with you. Now, you also need an asset declaration document. Now, for your sponsor might have an asset that he wants you to take along with you. For me, my sponsor gave me his asset declaration, and I took that with me as well, plus the bank statement and everything, affidavit of support. So if your sponsor has an asset, or you as an individual, you have an asset, you need to go along with it. The next thing you need is your property document. So if you have a personal property that you want to go with, maybe somebody is sponsoring you part-time and you're going to also add to it, your family will be sponsoring you and another person will be sponsoring you, you need, and you have properties to just show that, okay, should anything happen, they can sell off this thing and will have money to fund me. You need that. Or you can take your sponsors and property documents as well. So you can also take your residential, commercial, or even if you inherited any land from your forefathers, you can also take the documentation to show that as well. So the next document you need are your supporting documents. This category is optional, but I tell people that if you have it, anything that can just set you apart is something that is worth doing. So what are the documents here? You need proof of volunteering experience. Let's say you graduated and you did not have any job and you started to volunteer, or you started a service, some sort of community service for yourself, then you need such documentation to just show that this is what I have been doing since graduation, and this is why it is relevant to my field or course of study. So guys, this brings us to the end of this video, and I believe I've been able to answer your question about the different categories of documents you need for your F1 visa interview, how to organize your documents, which is by categorizing them, and also this is where I get to talk about the bonus. Now, if you want to get a checklist about these documents that I just mentioned, please click the link in my description down below and you'll be able to download the checklist as well. So don't forget to join my Telegram community. If you watch to this very point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications bell on so you're the first to get notified whenever I upload my content, and please give us a huge thumbs up if you found this video useful in any way. Okay, and if you're someone who's confused about this whole study abroad thing, I know it can be very overwhelming. I've made a couple of videos here and there, but if you still need somebody that will guide you from start to finish, then please feel free to book a consultation with me. The link is in my description down below, or you can sign up for my Study Abroad Genius Masterclass, which is pretty much a live course that would teach you everything you need to know from start to finish of your study abroad journey until you land in the US, and even further teach you how to adjust to the educational system and even life in the USA, and how to succeed as an international student here as well. So all you have to do is click the link so that you can join the next batch. We're starting in August, and remember I said applications will open in August, so you want to be a part of that program as well. So this is the end of this video. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about the 11 secrets to having your US F1 visa approved. Okay, so I already made a video where I shared my experience, how I got my visa in less than 3 minutes, so watch that video. But in the next video that I'll be making is going to be centered on the secrets. In fact, let me read it out here. 10 plus 1 10 plus 1 secrets to pass your F1 US F1 student visa interview. So if you want to get it right, ensure that you subscribe and ensure that that post notification is turned on so that you'll be the first to get notified once that video hits my channel on YouTube. Until we see again in my next video, I remain Valeen Oseh, and I pledge to never give up, and I hope that you do the same. Bye guys.